Hey everyone, so look on the screen. We have the lovely Sharon Epperson. She is a regular contributor on Squawk Box, okay, investment channel news. And it says that 1 in 5 borrowers at risk of not being able to repay. And they are she's referring to the student loans. As you know, uh, the student loan relief that so many people were seeking, it was struck down. It was struck down. And as a result, payments are set to resume in October. We are now in August. So 1 in 5 borrowers at risk of not being able to pay is going to increase, is my opinion. Because see, right now, people are having a hard time dealing with inflation. If we have young people with college debt who are not living at home, they can barely afford the rent where they are right now, and the rents are increasing. Everything's going up except the income, the paychecks. If the rent is if the rent is increasing and the paychecks are not, the food is increasing, the cost of gasoline, 1 in 5, I could see it possibly increasing. What's going to be the end result? Default? They're already saying now, I believe over $1 million in credit card debt has been ran up. People are actually using their credit cards to buy food. To buy food. So not because they left the main card at home, debit card or cash, or their checkbook. No, that was the only option. So what's going to happen when the card is maxed out? They're not going to be able to pay. Seriously, there have been reports of people using credit to buy groceries. And I don't blame them. I mean, come on, you're not going to sit there and starve. The income is not catching up with the cost of living. A friend of mine, someone said, oh, yeah, the person bought a house. Hers, 400K. A house can be. It's a big responsibility, a liability. It can be a money pit. Now starting to see things differently, adding the money up, the income that comes in compared to the house payment, the mortgage payment, and the necessities that go along with it, utilities and what have you, the upkeep, at a negative. What happens then? The income is not keeping up. So it's harder for Americans. So a lot of student loan borrowers, I've heard people say they just don't have it. Now they've got a website you can go to, studentaid.gov. Studentaid.gov. And maybe, hopefully, they're going to find some solutions to the repayment plans. However, have to be realistic. The problem is, as far as a repayment plan, guess what? People haven't even secured, they don't even have a secure survival plan. Savings for many have been wiped out. So repayment plan, I think most people are working on, let's see, from what I can tell, they're still working on the survival plan, how to keep on surviving, keep the utilities on, food, People on social media begging for help, all on different websites for the community, begging for help, looking for a job, all these wonderful so-called jobs, looking for a job. Lives just been shuffled around. So student loan, when people are mainly worried about having a secure place to lay their head at night with them and their family, food to eat, October can come all day long. If the money's not there, it's just not there. And about a student loan repayment, they're not going to pretty much care. You can only do so much. But this is where we are. So that was struck down. In the meantime, in between time, don't get mad at me. $150.7 billion for illegal immigration. I understand people wanting a better life. I ain't hating on you. I get it. I get it. I got it. But we have to take care of home first. $150.7 billion, the total fiscal cost of illegal immigration on U.S. taxpayers. Oh, that's last year, no boo. The fiscal burden of illegal immigration on United States taxpayers. This is the 2023 cost study. Yeah. And the cartel business is booming. Yeah, besides that, don't forget the fentanyl that's coming in. So this here, being able to pay student loans, a lot of people are not going to be able to pay. Even parents that sign on the loans. And as I understand, for parents that sign for these loans for their children, guess what? If you go to the student.gov website, the assistance there is not applicable to you. It's pretty much for the direct borrower, for the students, not the parents. So I guess get ready to cough that money up. Again, people, a repayment plan, most people can't even secure the survival plan. Anyway, just information again. There's a website, studentaid.gov. Keep in mind, this was recorded maybe a few weeks ago. Been very busy, so anything you see at the bottom about the ticker symbols, those are not accurate. This is a few weeks ago, maybe like 2 weeks ago. I'm thinking, but yeah, 1 in 5 can't repay. Counting on it's like everybody's benefiting from the politics, from the voting process. I just feel like everybody's benefiting except the American taxpayer. They just had a man in Houston. He died. Why did he die? Oh yeah, the AC went out in Texas. It's only been like 100 plus degrees, 104, 105, 107 is what I'm hearing. The AC went out. He didn't have the money to fix it. He died. Because he didn't have money to fix the AC. And he was a homeowner. Life is hard, very challenging. So this with the student loan, I'm afraid we're about to see some defaults coming. People can only do so much, and when you realize that you were sold a dream, and the dream is, it's not a reality, it's turning into a nightmare, just trying to achieve the dream, that process becomes a nightmare. People may start to give up, say, just forget it. Education is, you got the education, you don't have the job. You don't have the job, you can't make the payment. You can't make the payment, you're going to default. And if you default, you can't buy a house. So much for the American dream. And that's all it is. From what I can see, it was a dream. Now, how do we deal with the nightmare? Anyway, let me know your thoughts on it. If you all have some information about student loan repayment plans, please feel free to share it in the comment section. A lot of people needing assistance. Again, repayment plan, people can't even get a secure survival plan. Thanks for watching. Sylvia said on YouTube, and I'm out.